Most working people and families will have the option to get lessons and or enroll in a course. With the forced online teaching/learning boom that COVID-19 created, we now have more choices than ever. So here are the 5 essentials for selecting the best online teacher for you. Number 1, history. All institutions, whether they be Harvard University or your uncle's basement studio, have a history. This history makes them unique in one way or another, and is the first factor you must consider when selecting the right online teacher. What is the history of the school, academy, institution, or higher education provider that is being represented by your teacher? Is your teacher working on their own, or are they employed by a larger network? Regardless of the options, each tutor and or institution will have a history. Finding out the history of your next teacher is as simple as doing a Google search, paying particular close attention to any social media links or posts available. We stress this since social media allows for clients to place a direct individual voice into the conversation, which mostly comes in forms of reviews. If your institution or teacher has an online presence and decent reviews or comments are left about the services, then you're more than likely already on the right path. Number 2, the instructor. When it comes down to it, people teach people, not computers nor institutions. Hence, you need to do a little research into the qualifications and experiences of the people or teachers who are going to be your instructors during the lessons. At its most basic level, you can gauge the value of a teacher by their academic qualifications and years of experience. This being said, there's much more to the picture, and we're in fact writing an article about this in our next post. So please be sure to do some background research about the individual instructor, since you will be handing over hard-earned cash and spending valuable time with this person. A good reference point is at least a diploma or bachelor's degree in their field of study. Add to this any relevant experience within the industry, and then consider bonuses such as book or article publishing, features on any other media, work outside of the education sector, plus any other unique aspects to your instructor. Now, the program. Each institution or teacher will offer some sort of program. This program should have a clear course outline and explicitly state the outcomes of what you will learn to do if you participate in this course. Look out for any personalization or differentiation elements in the program, as these make it much more valuable. Next, ask yourself if the program is accredited or if it's skills orientated, which may not require certification. Music competitions and or gradings may classify as qualifications, although they're not always required. And finally, decide if a program is of maximum benefit to you within your goals, and don't just think about the colorful certificate at the end. Industry experience outside contributions. Does your teacher only preach, or can they walk the walk? This is important across any industry, since a great teacher must also be able to replicate their teachings outside of the educational world. Imagine, for instance, if you're hiring a new personal instructor to help you with your weight loss or bodybuilding goals. And at the first meeting, you notice that their body isn't quite what you thought it looked like. They're a bit pale and tired and probably weigh the same as you do. Would you want this PT as your inspiration and main influence towards the achievement of your goals? The same goes for any other teacher in any other industry. So be sure to check that they do not have industry experience or do outside of the teaching world, that contributes and connects to their industry in one way or another, and whether or not they have ties to life outside the studio or educational setting. Have they written anything? Have they organized events? Have they got several happy clients willing to share their reviews? Have they had success with the students outside of the studio maybe? These questions will also add depth and breadth to your instructor, hopefully highlighting the value that you will get from them. Now, our next point is past client or students' reviews. This final point is very important since it cannot be fabricated or packaged by the individual instructor. The unique and honest voice of previous clients and students is by far the best way to measure the success of an instructor or teacher. Simply do a Google search on the studio or the teacher and see what reviews are available. Check out their local social media pages and scroll through the comments as well as page reviews, since generally speaking, you'll either get the hell yes or the hell no clients. This means, of course, that you'll hear from the best ones who just advocate for this teacher and love everything about him, but you'll also hear from those who hated them or were displeased and left a bad review from a bad experience. Take both with a grain of salt, remembering that there are always two sides to each story, and that everyone's personality as well as experience is different and unique. So don't just hand over all of your cash based on one review, nor exclude that teacher just because one person left a Karen review or a mean comment. Take it all into consideration and blend it together to form a clearer picture of the right teacher for you. Now at premierepiano, we've been working to produce the best teachers and personalized learning programs since 2008. We have a proud history deeply rooted within our local community. And since 2019, it's expanded into the international community. Our current founder and principal teacher, Christian, has 2 master's degrees, plus a bachelor's degree specializing in music performance and music education, as well as composition and music production. Our programs are tailored to the individual student, and we also include personalized learning plans as part of the experience. Christian is an author, a music producer, a composer, a pianist, an educator, entrepreneur, and founder of Contreras Music as well as premierepiano. And we proudly display all of our reviews on Google Business as well as on our websites. So please check us out. You can also Google Map us and experience the best in music education with one of the best teachers on earth, period. And to get the results you want, please be sure to check out premierepiano.show.